Hey everybody, what's going on? Absolutely Beast here, bringing you guys a race on Forza Motorsport 6. This is my McLaren that I'm driving again, and this is Laguna Seca is the name of the track. So this is going to be a massive cluster at the beginning of this one. So I actually just started in 24th place. I joined a friend whose lobby was full actually, and so once the moment popped up, I was just kind of hovering on its gamer tag. Once it said join, I joined, and because I was the last man in, I'm going to be in 24th place. So there's actually an achievement I've had my eye on for a couple of months where you start in 24th place and finish in first. And as far as I can remember, I've never actually started in 24th. And so I was getting super excited about that when I started. And kind of around this point here, or maybe in the next half a lap, I realized that there's a guy in here who actually is in the top 15, which is the top page on the leaderboards on a lot of different tracks. And so I realized that that wasn't going to happen. So sorry about all this flashing there. I was trying to mess with the info panel, seeing if I could pull that up to get like position and stuff for you guys, but I don't exactly remember how to do it. I'm not sure if you can even do it this way. So that was a good double pass there. Or I guess quad pass, but those guys took crashed. I don't really consider that a pass necessarily. But anyway, so this first part's a replay. There will be a transition here coming into the final turn of the lap. Try to make it as smooth as possible, but I only have limited resources here with this Xbox editing software. But yeah, just a little minor audio hiccup, but other than that, it looks pretty good though. So I'm coming in. It's almost a perfect turn right there, man. And I come in past this BMW. So the reason I brought this race up was because this is what it's all about. First of all, it's rare that I started in 24th place. Like I said, as far as I know, I've never actually done it. But just, this is sort of just kind of a showcase of what you can do in Forza and how the races usually go. So generally, there's like a third of the pack that's up in the front, and they usually clear away and get some space, and they're usually clean racers or semi-fast racers, and they'll get up into a position and they'll sort of form a gap, and they'll be good to go. But the back two-thirds is literally just crashing, especially the back third. Sometimes you can get trapped back there, man, and you can't get out. I mean, it doesn't matter how fast you are. Sometimes just the sheer, unbelievable, horrible skills of the people who drive back there, just you can't get past them. There's just rolling roadblocks. Like as you see here, I'm coming up to a crowd here, and I have to be careful. So I'm keeping my distance right now. I mean, obviously you want to. The hard thing about racing, you have to juggle how close you want to be, because if you're not right on somebody, then you won't be able to pass them when the opening's there. But at the same time, if you're too close and you don't know their driving style, you might hit them. They might brake early, and you might clip them, or they might take a different line on you and then turn, and you just can't, you have to be ready for that. So here I'm sort of just biding my time, just kind of waiting, because something will always happen. These guys can't make it a whole lap without crashing, and see, there you go, those guys hit, and then there's a good double pass right there. And so this guy here, I got a little bit aggressive. I thought I could pass him right there, had to lift off, and couldn't quite make it, so I ended up going too deep in the corner, trying to bomb it out. I wasn't actually intentionally trying to pass him there, but kind of just what happened. And had to yield to him there because he took the right line, and I was outside, and I didn't earn the pass. So I'll just kind of stay behind him and do the same thing. So I just bide my time, wait for the right moment, and the moment's coming right here. I thought it was right there, but he came back inside, and it's here. Now I'm going to take the outside line because he's on the inside, so I'm yielding to him. But as soon as he goes on that grass there, dirt, it's all me. There's nothing I can do about that, And this is just a horrible turn. My adrenaline was kind of pumping, because you could see all the clear space in front of me down there on the map. I'd finally broken out into the front of the back two-thirds of the pack. So at this point, I finally have some clean air to myself and finally get to race the track the right way. And it's 3/4 of the way through the third lap, so really only going to have one lap here to do well. But like I said, that's just what racing is about. Just working your way up through the pack, being patient, picking your moments to pass. As you see, any of those people who got hyper aggressive, there were multiple crashes that I passed, and it's always somebody being hyper aggressive, someone who doesn't know how to drive the track, someone who doesn't know how to drive the car, doesn't know how to drive the class, doesn't know how to pass, doesn't know how to brake. Even me, you saw me try to pass that guy a couple times, that I had to yield back to him because I didn't get it right. So it's very dynamic when you're racing. It's always changing, because where your car goes and where his car goes are you're two separate people, and you have to, it's sort of like a dance. So I can totally see why there's lots of crashes. But at the same time, you know, if you're someone who races at all or races any significant amount of time, you got to be able to clean past people. And so as you see, just by me, you know, I'm not even really going that fast those first couple laps. So just by me, just being patient, and not getting tangled up in the wrecks, I've worked my way up to 7th place out of 24. You know, it looks like 1 or 2 people have quit at this point, which is actually surprising because usually 5, 6 people have quit by this point. And you know, at this point, since the game's been out for a year and a half, it's really not that often that you get a full race like this. So I just thought this was a fun one for me to bring. So as we're coming into the end of the last lap here, I did think I might have been able to pass this guy, but I didn't end up making it. Spoiler. So anyway, guys, thanks for checking out my stuff. I really appreciate it. I've been trying to upload daily, so make sure you check back soon. Subscribe if you like my stuff, and check out my channel. There's plenty of other videos on there. Thanks, guys, for taking the time to check this out. I'll see you next time.